From The Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy, and Mario Brothers, if you love gaming and you love the video games music, a new Winnipeg Orchestra is dedicated to playing your favorite video game songs. The Winnipeg Video Game Orchestra is a brand new community band, and joining us now is the director of the Winnipeg Video Game Orchestra, Dann Bjornson, and musician James Paluk. Good morning to both of you.
Hello, good morning. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, video games obviously have been a part of your life for a long, long time. What is it about the music that sticks out to you?
It's just a certain nostalgia that goes with those melodies that just triggers certain emotions, gives you goosebumps. It's similar to if you grew up with different movies, just the different roaring, James or John Williams scores that just arouse a certain emotion out of you. And we feel like video games do that as well for so many people around the world.
So what video games would trigger that for you?
Oh, for me, it is, like I said, Zelda, the Final Fantasy games, some of the more recent games like Undertale, or another newer game called Outer Wilds, just like open up the waterworks for me, to be totally honest. Yes, oh, absolutely.
What about you, James?
I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. I have markings from the games all over my body. So
we got to show the audience. Show us. That is incredible.
Final Fantasy 1, the original. Nobuo Uematsu, who's the composer for Final Fantasy games, was a huge reason why I went into music. Music is based off of a lot of kind of like metal inspiration put into a classical style, and so that growing up with that and playing those games, that's really what drove me to music and what made me want to actually become a musician.
So you two work together, teaching music to others, and then you've been chatting about creating this orchestra since February, right?
Yeah.
This is a fairly new thing.
Yes, so we had our first rehearsals just this past May, and then we had our first performance, you see it on the screen there, just this past week. We were supposed to play at the Manitoba Band Association outdoor community band festival, which got rained out, completely rained out, and the wonderful Dr. Dawson asked us to perform at this concert, and so we were able to play at that point and present those. So. And
so it's official. This orchestra is now on.
You betcha.
And so what sort of response did you get from the audience when they heard those songs?
Just great response, even from, you can see in the video some of the audience members who aren't really into video games just kind of enjoying it, like, this is really cool, this is nice, this is different than what we're usually listening to. And for the fans, it's just been a huge, overwhelmingly positive response. And from the musicians as well, like to have the opportunity to play this music that was such an important part of their lives has been very important to them too.
And gaming is huge right now. So how do you select which songs you're going to play? Yeah,
there's a lot that goes into it. One is just, is the repertoire available? We are going to be looking at creating new repertoire, there's a ton of local talents of composers and arrangers to make the music for us, to write it down for us to play. There are some groups in other cities across Canada who have done that work as well, and we're using some of their rep. But also just, I asked the band, and what do you want us to play? And they mostly said Zelda, but there's some other options as well, and we continue that conversation.
And so how big is this orchestra?
At this first concert, we were about 39 people, and the sky's the limit. I've got about 48 people on a list of people that can potentially join us. So just, I'm not putting a cap on it, really.
We had more ask to join us after the concert too.
Really?
Yeah.
So what did it mean to you, James, to perform in front of an audience some of your favorite video game songs?
It has always, something that I've always wanted to do, even when I was doing schooling, when I went to university as a musician, was just find some way to tap some kind of video game music into a recital or a performance. Never got the chance to do that, unfortunately, so this is kind of like the performance dream come true, right? It's not for me playing in professional orchestra or anything like that. It's being able to play the tunes that I grew up with and that made me want to play. Okay, so this is fairly new. You have a show coming up in the fall. Where can people find you?
So we're on YouTube, youtube.com/@WinnipegVGO, and Winnipeg Video Game Orchestra on Facebook. We're in the planning process of that right now. Keep an eye out for mid to late fall. We're planning on doing multiple shows a year.
Cool. Maybe you could come and perform for us here in studio.
You'll need a little more space.